We're going to find out a little bit about this Eagles defense. Welcome into our studio, Eagles insider Dave Spadaro, along with defensive end Alex McCalister. The Rook is here in Philadelphia, and I just can imagine how much things are going through your mind right now. What's your brain like these days?
Roller coaster everywhere. But I'm still focused, getting it right. Just trying to learn the playbook, learn Philly in general. Because you take an Uber from here to here, it's 20 minutes. You take an Uber in Gainesville, it's like 2 minutes to get to where you need to go.
It's a big city. Welcome to the big city. And welcome to the NFL. Really good experience here in Philadelphia. Everybody talks about Jim Schwartz's defense. And for your standpoint, lining up in the wide nine, plays to what you do, get off the ball, get up the field, you got to be feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Coach Schwartz's defense is like made for me almost. It's like being in that wide nine, getting off the ball, just have I got one thing to worry about, is just rushing the quarterback, get to the quarterback, beating the tackle off the edge, so I couldn't ask to be in a better system or a better city, really.
Alex, what is the key to getting off the ball and beating your defensive end? I mean, it sounds really easy, and you have to have the natural skills to do it, but there's also more than that, right?
It's really all just trigger and ball key. Like, you got to be down into that ball. As soon as it flinch, you got to jump off that rock. So it's all about really just triggering, like, ways to really help that. Like, Coach Wills, he definitely got some things like where we don't have the ball at all. He'll throw a tennis ball, and as soon as we see the tennis ball, we take off. So anything to help trigger this, that from eye to movement, that definitely helps.
So you're working on the eye, as you say, eye to the movement, quick twitch. Did you work a lot on that in the pre-draft process?
Oh, definitely. Like, training, like, just get-offs. You could do 50 get-offs a day, just going up and down the field, just letting somebody move their foot, the ball, just anything. Is anything to trigger you to move, that definitely helps.
And so you're focused so much on the football. You can't have any peripheral vision, right? It's got to be all on the football?
It's like, this defense is all ball. Like, anywhere else you have to put riff, and like you gotta see the tackle foot, you gotta see the ball move, and that slows your get off. But this system, like, you literally just gotta look at the ball. When that ball move, you just take off.
I know you haven't put the pads on and there's really no contact per se, but you've had a chance to kind of work against Jason and Lane Johnson and those kinds of offensive tackles. How good are they? How much have they helped you improve your game in such a short period of time?
It's definitely like you can tell they in the NFL. Like, it's way different because you get so many jump sets. In college, everybody just vertical set, you could just run around. So when the jump sets, you throw your pad off a little bit. So they'll tell you, like, okay, when I do this, you should do this. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely is a big help.
Alex, what is the mental strain like for you and the pace of the day, and it's a long day and you've got to bring it every day? Yeah. I mean, there is a high level of stress in the NFL.
It is, but I feel like my biggest thing is just definitely just getting the playbook down. Once I master the playbook, everything slows down and I can play faster. So once you know what you're doing, you can play fast as you want. So definitely getting the playbook is key.
And how's that coming along?
Great. I take a million notes. Like, I write the same thing down 10 times just to make sure I get it right. But it helps me. That's how I learn. I definitely got to write super notes, all types of notes. Then I go on the field, I got to walk through. So, but it works, so I ain't complaining.
In college, high school, college, if you were a better athlete, you would have success. In the NFL, everybody's a great athlete, right? So the little things make a difference. Where do you think you've improved the most in this very short period of time?
In the classroom, definitely. Like, because in college you can get away with just being talented, get off the ball, just, okay, this call, do that. But here, like, everybody's good, like you said. Everybody has talent. Offensive linemen move like us. They move like receivers down there. It's just, so once you just get in that playbook and, like, you know what you're doing, you can play fast. So that's, like, the biggest thing. And
then people have talked about your weight. You're a long, lanky, long-armed guy. How much do you weigh? How much do you want to weigh? Have the Eagles talked about that at all?
I do a lot of time with Mike. Mike definitely makes sure got my plan together. Our nutritionist, of course. He wanted to be around 250, 255. I'm 240 right now, so it's not a stretch, but definitely just eating the right foods and getting the right weight on, because I can eat pizzas and Philly cheesesteaks every night and get it, and then I'll be sluggish prior. So getting the right weight is definitely the goal right now.
Do you feel different? Does your body feel different since you've been drafted?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just in a weight room, from doing like different lifts in the weight room and transition to the field, I could feel like more power when I get off already. It's just been like 12 days, 13 days I've been here, so yeah.
You got tons of energy, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I love it.
Have you always wanted to be an NFL player?
Always. Yeah. I told you, just before this came, I played running back in Pop 1, and I thought I was going to be a running back in the league. So
you would have been the history of the NFL, the tallest running back in the history of the NFL. Well, I'm glad to have you here as a defensive end.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
You and Blake Countess are rooming together? Yes, having a good time with him?
Mm-hmm. We had the same staff. Like, he was at Michigan with Dirk, and I had Dirk, and then he went to Auburn with Muschamp and T-Rod, so we had the same background.
We got a lot to talk about. Does he keep the place clean?
Did he keep his side? His side's clean. I ain't gonna throw about the bus. It's all right.
Hey man, Alex, thanks so much. Good luck to you, Alex McCalister, in studio here on PhiladelphiaEagles.com.